My wife Lori and I are baseball fans, and I well remember in 1988 we were fans of Dave Dravecki. We had followed him when we lived down in San Diego when he pitched for the Padres. And then we moved up here, and he also moved and started pitching for the San Francisco Giants. But then Dave was diagnosed with a tumor in his pitching arm, and everybody said his career was over. But after surgery and rehab, he returned to the big leagues a year later. Most incredible comeback story. But just 5 days after his return, while throwing a pitch, his arm snapped. The cancer had returned. He eventually had his left arm and shoulder amputated. But how do you come back from that, right? Not just physically, but emotionally. We've all had bad news in our lives at some point. A cancer diagnosis like Dave, a job loss like Dave, a challenge to your faith like Dave. And in times like that, you look for a reason. You ask why. You look for purpose. You look for hope. Where did Dave find hope? He's going to share it this weekend. On our Father's Day weekend, we got free gifts for all dads. Dave Dravecki, that's Saturday at 6 p.m., Sunday at 9 and 11. You do not want to miss this. Dave is such a good speaker. He's warm. He's funny. He's got great baseball anecdotes. But most important to me, Dave personifies the emotion and the truth behind this verse. Who has not been on this kind of emotional roller coaster? Jeremiah wrote, "I say my splendor is gone, all that I had hoped for from the Lord. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." You are going to get an infusion of that this weekend about God's hope no matter what. Hope to see you here. One more thing. Speaking of the Giants, Fellowship Day is Wednesday, July 9th. They're going to have baseball player testimonies after the game. Our own Trent Smith is putting together a worship band. You can get tickets at the church office or the info desk on weekends. It should be a ton of fun.